For English, we have writings like essay writing, report writing, memo writing, sentence transfer, summary writing, and letter writing. For now, we will focus on memo writing. Actually, memo writing is an easiest one. So when you write memo writing, first thing we have to have is heading. For this, we write like heading should be in all capital form. So you can write about memo, or you can write in full form, that is memo random. Okay? You can either write memo or you can write in full form, that is memo random. So what you need to remember is you have to remember one important thing, that is TFDS. So TFDS stands for true, from, date, and subject. That's the first four details that you have to write. So you may remember by using an acronym TFDS. To fly, dear son, right? To fly, dear son. So to, from, date, and subject. And here, for example, if you are requesting for a job, request for, right? So for job. So for here, you can see like each first sentence is capital form, request for job. But if you have article, it should not be capital form. Okay. So these are first things that you have to write for memorandum. We started with heading, memo, and TFDS, and that's important thing. Now, respected dear sir, madam, right? Now, for introduction, you will just introduce like, I'm writing this letter. I mean, your motivation reason why you are writing this memo. Now, after that, we have to write now like qualities that you have for this job market. So when you write memo, the best thing you can write is in pointwise, because if you write in pointwise, they will directly click on that one, right? The corrector, teacher, whoever is correcting your memo, they will correct it and will have less time to check your points, and they will feel comfortable with that one. And more comfortable they feel, more it is likely to, give you more marks. You write in first paragraph, you write reason, and second you write qualities or why that's meant for you, why that job is meant for you. Now, and lastly, we usually like end with something that's pleasing, that's good to hear. For example, I look forward to hearing your response. You don't have to write like, I have to get this job because this and that, and I want a quick response to that one. Instead of that one, you have to end with something that's pleasing to hear. Now, let's go with one example of this form of writing. So firstly, let us read the question. Prepare a memo inviting teachers to participate in a professional development workshop on effective teaching strategies scheduled for next month. You are DEO Parasongak. So here, when we read a question, we have to see details that we actually need to, put into our answer. So firstly, inviting teachers, okay, to participate in professional development, that is effective teaching strategies, that is scheduled for next month, and I am DEO of Paro Zonggak. Okay, so first thing you have to write is memorandum, right? Heading. Here you can see it's all capitalized. Now TFDS, to, from, date, and subject, right? So to all the teachers. Here you can see like it is article, so it's not capitalized. From DEO Paro Songkak, and date. When you write it, for example, 20th of August, you guys have comma is required here. Now, when you write subject, invitation for effective teaching strategies. Here, it's all smartalized. Oh, here we are uh, for we are not using capitalized because it is preposition. I forgot to tell you one thing. Article and preposition. These two will not carry capital form, okay? I only told you about article. Preposition will also not carry capital form, like here. Now let's read the introduction. His Majesty the Fifth King voiced that one can't furnish what one don't have. By absorbing this concern, we must prepare our youths for the future generation. It seems next to impossible, given the technology that one is embraced in. For this matter, all the experienced and the newly joined educators are humbly invited for the workshop. So this is just telling you about what this memo will be about. Now, following are few of the effective teaching strategies to be shared. So here we are now opening up what actually this uh, development teaching strategies will be all about. So we are introducing in the form of key points. First point, that is intrinsic connections. It's prominent for teachers to join hands with students from within for the outcome to flourish. So there will be intrinsic connections. So one thing I would like to point out, please don't write underline this. For example, here underlined, here also. Let's underline with pencil, but don't do this in exam because this will cause you distractions. They will say that this has something to do with cheating and all. Okay, so don't do this. Number two, revision techniques. The precise and effective revision techniques of yours form will be pulled out, meaning will be shared. Number four, surprise questions. Any teacher attending the workshop will be blessed with a new method of offering questions. Distinct name, a decision with regard to calling name and its impact to learners' life will be disclosed. So this is how you can write a perfect memo in key points instead of going with paragraphing, because in paragraphing teacher have to read everything and they will take time, and more time they take, more mark will be deducted because there will be more spelling errors. But if you have key points, you can directly go on with correcting your memo. Now let's go with final one, that is conclusion. A doctor may cure a patient with medicines, and the engineers may construct a bridge like never before. However, It teaches from every corner of a nation that paints the entire country. Hence, we look forward to having every educator joining hands and crafting a nation that sprouts from its own stem. So, if you look at this memo, it's quite lengthy, right? Started from introduction. This body paragraphing is perfect one. This is actually a required one. You can a maximum of 4 points and minimum of 2 points is really required so that you will score more. And last paragraphing also conclusion you see as in huge paragraphs, right? So you can like if you want and if you don't have time you can write in short one. It's not that you have to write this much and this much, but either one has to be there at least 2 to 3 points so that you will score maximum. So this is the way to which you can write a memo.